Why, good morning there, Nightmare. Good morning, Hooker. Good morning, Michael and Lisa. How are you guys? Morning, good morning. Leftovers for breakfast. Cleaning rifles and shotguns right now? Well, I mean, that sounds like fun. Sorta. I mean, it's a necessity. It's a thing that's got to happen. What's up, Grim? How you doing, young man? Everybody with their plushies.
The priestess text says, "Good morning, old man. I love you. I'm stuck at work, so please have a very great day."
Why, thank you, Priest or Tech. I hope you have yourself a pretty amazing day yourself there. Sorry to hear you're stuck at work right now, though. I can think of a lot better things you could be doing right now. They haven't been shot in a long time. Just, yep. I'm just playing Wolfenstein, the new Colossus on Xbox, and watching the stream. The new Colossus on Xbox? Was that a game? Fantastic. Hey, Dad, waiting at Starbucks till boyfriend wakes up. That sounds like a plan, Coffee Girl. How is your weekend vacation with Boy Toy going? I mean, Mr. Boyfriend going. I shouldn't call him Boy Toy. That's kind of rude. There we go. I just got my old account back on. No shit. Like the original OG account? Like, or another one? So I decided to vape Zero Nick instead of quitting cold turkey. Well, hey, Matt, you know what? It's a process. I'm proud of you for taking the steps, though, buddy. Yeah, I took counting that video of yours on that account. What? The original OG. Dude, that is cool. Oh, congratulations, Bubs. So do you think it will be safe to let my sister fire at I mean, aside from making me incredibly jealous if she gets to fire a Beowulf, but she should be okay. He told you weren't allowed to leave. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, Tech, yeah. That's badass. I'm fine with her shooting a Beowulf. Like I said, it's going to make me incredibly jealous, but she can shoot one. She's more than capable. I'm sure she's capable of handling it. You have OnlyFans at some. Get old Matt. Back to off to work you go? Alright, Tech. Well, as always, thanks for stopping by, sweetie. It's always good to hear from you. Not meaning to make you jealous, old man. What do I have to do to make it up? You check the box. Oh, no, nothing. I'm just saying, I think it would be an awesome experience for her. But that is like the Beowulf is like the last AR platform rifle that I want to build. Is a 50 cal Beowulf. So, and I've said that for years. So if she gets to shoot one, good for her. I'm just going to be jealous because, like I said, that's the last one I want to build. How did you get your hands on an anti-air rocket launcher? Oh, he is on his way home? Okay, awesome. You're at 4.1k points? Nice, Coffee Girl. So, Coffee Girl, are you enjoying Colorado? Hey, Count, if I can ask you something, if you ever saw me in IRL, would you give me... Of course I'd give you a hug. I'd give you a big bear hug.
Sing mode has been activated.
Well, there goes a nice calm and collect coffee time. Compliments of Apple, but that's okay. That makes no sense, Michael. You have to be in the military, and if you're in the military and you give somebody that kind of weaponry, you are going straight to the what would be the American version of the gulag, buddy. But anyway, I don't want to ride anybody too hard about that. That's awesome, Pat. So I mean, here we go. We'll sing a parody about Munchie. Munchie was up until 7 a.m. this morning for some reason, so she's passed out. I'm gonna kind of keep it a little low key for her, but my darling daughter, her name is Bad Munchie Time. Her name is Bad Munchie Time, and she has a hell of a name. She's going with my other daughter to Arizona, where they will shoot and have fun and stare at classic cars all day. I don't get to go to Arizona. I would love to see some cool classic cars. But a win for me is I'm getting Jack in the Box tacos. So I will shut up right now. Because it's not a loss. It's not a loss. There we go. I was training for the army, but I sadly... Okay, Michael? Were you actually in the military, or no? Right. Sykes! Good basic training. Okay. You wouldn't have been taught how to shot a rocket launcher in basic training, my friend. Yep. And bought me a 38 revolver. Nice! What's Sykes up to? Oh, well. Hooker, it wouldn't be you without a little bit more pizzazz attached to that. Send Count some Jack in the Box tacos. It makes him very, very happy. Actually, you know what would make me really happy? In-N-Out Burger. Yep, you heard it right here, folks. I am a huge In-N-Out fan. I don't like the kick on the Desert Eagle. Honestly, because if I remember correctly, and it's been a while since I've really screwed around with one, but you can definitely get the one that everyone knows about that's got the 50 cal. You know, fucking blast your hand off with one shot. But they also had a 45 cal ACP version, I think. I might be wrong. I'm going to say right now, like I said, I haven't really thought about it much in, 10 years. In-N-Out Burgers. Hooker. In-N-Out Burgers. I remember the, full-on 50 cal Desert Eagle. It didn't even fit my hand. It would be like me trying to grip this Gatorade bottle while trying to shoot that Desert Eagle. It'd be like, I can't do it. Okay. And then probably, yeah. That's a big old gun. Meant for freaking Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh, that's badass. Sykes, how do you like it? Morning, Rumskis. Shit, me shooting Desert Eagle 50 cal. Be like, boom, where the fook is my hand. Kicks harder than a mule, yeah. Hey, good morning, Doc Rock. I am hydrating. And how is the doc this morning? Welcome to the chat. You know, Tech, I don't know if Tech's still in here or not, and Rumskis. I was thinking about you two this morning. Well, outside smoking and relaxing a little bit. And I was like, North Carolina, Virginia ain't that far away. Playing some Kingdom Hearts 2, that's badass. I'm just, doing my thing, streaming some coffee time, relaxing. You're in VA. Ow. They're in PA? Did I get that all ass backwards? It wouldn't be a first.
Time to stretch.
Virginia! Yes, I know. Let's say, you and Tech should hook up and do a meetup thing or something. Drag Frock with you and Seraph and everybody. That might be kind of fun. Whatever. One time, my friend said I could shoot any gun, so he shot my 20 gauge pump. He flew back on his ass. Almost. Had to reload back into the stream because I'm not connected to Wi-Fi. Oh, okay. I have found pumpkin pie. It's under mine. Good morning, Jessica. Also, meet. Why are you going straight to violence, Jessica? Oh my God! All I said was, "Ooh, you found pumpkin pie! Congratulations!" And all of a sudden, it's like, "I will stab you." It's like, Jesus. Ain't no pumpkin pie worth my life. Now, pecan pie, Now we're talking about something that might be worth my life. Oh, Sykes, that would be so amazing. Fucking monster tacos and coffee. Cold monster tacos and hot coffee. Man, that's a combo right there. We'd be living it up doing it that way. I'm just saying. A 20 gauge pump? I've shot one before. I thought it's got a lot of fucking kick to it. That'll put you on your ass if you ain't careful. But I didn't have a problem with it. I prefer the 12 gauge, but yeah. And pecan pie for dessert. Nice. Nice. If you don't like, have you never had pecan pie before, Jessica? Peanut butter and banana pancake. Ooh. Matt, you are on a peanut butter and banana kick right now, aren't you? I will stab your pale ass. Oh my god. Oh, okay, okay. Marie Callender's does have a pretty amazing pecan pie. I'm not going to lie. Anyway, we got some questions that I think I'm going to try and get to here real quick. Only because we don't get to really do those on Thursday. That Mama Bunchy's doing her streams on Thursday. But let's see here. So the first one is from Gud Brander. If you were granted $1 billion, what would you do with it? For Munchie, how are you enjoying your new pew-pews? For Munchie account, if you could pick only one of the favorite foods the rest of your life, what would it be? And why? Okay, so if I was granted $1 billion, what I would do is I would buy the home or the homestead that I would have dreamed of. I would buy the vehicles that I've dreamed of. And buy everything that I think I've wanted over the years to keep myself entertained and happy. So after I've spent about $3 million on all that, maybe $5 million on all that, I'm going to donate the rest of the money to charity. And there's a very simple reason for that. I will spend to my limit and to my enjoyment and everything like that. But the one thing I don't want to deal with is all the people afterwards coming up and be like, hey, you remember me? You know, can I bum like $10,000? Nope, not dealing with that shit. So it's like, I'm going to get mine, maybe get a little something for everybody else, and then goodbye to the rest of it. Oh, see ya. Via con Dios, motherfucker. You got the Wi-Fi password? Nice. What did you shoot? Matt, I got to shoot a version of it. Maybe about 8 years ago now. 8 to 10 years ago. Cabela's had actually released. Well, they were selling a version of a Tommy gun. It was still a 45, but it was semi-auto. And the parts seemed cheaper, I think, than the original one. So one of my friends had bought one, and we all went out and we shot it. And I mean, it was cool, but it would have been probably cooler if it was an automatic. No, I've not fired an elephant gun. I heard those will knock the teeth out you if you're not careful. Well, I'm glad you got yourself a nice, comfortable spot to be in there, coffee girl. Really, what a kick, huh? Okay. Yeah, I haven't really. No. I mean, most military issued stuff I could say I've shot. A few other things outside, like I've gone black powder shooting before, which was fucking amazing. 12 gauge,
Time to
20
stretch.
gauge, ARs, AKs, shit like that. Okay, stretching. No, yeah. They're fun to shoot. I want to build the 50 cal Beowulf only because it's on an AR modular chassis. And supposedly it's the same mag as a standard AR-15. The difference is instead of the rounds being staggered in the mag, you literally get 5-6 rounds shoved down there and you're good. And supposedly they'll cycle and fire the same way as a regular AR-15 and everything else. So I'm just like, dude, I mean, if you understood the array of AR-15s that I own, you would understand why that's like one that's a must for me. You know, I've got an AR-15 and 5.56 that's got a 24-inch barrel. I've got one that's in 300 blackout that's like a 6-inch barrel. I have a 10-inch barrel. I have your standard 14-inch barrel. I have everything in between. And it's like, yeah, to me that's the ultimate finale of here. And here's the last AR-15, which is a 50 cal Beowulf. You know, I don't know, Coffee Girl. I would have thought so. Just hush hush. Maybe it was in the process of adding points when you used them. What is my favorite style of Mexican food? Homemade or the closest to the border that you could possibly find, Luna? To be honest with you, like straight off the taco truck, or, you know, not... I don't know if it's like this in California still or not, but, there was a point in time where you would have these Mexican old ladies, they'd be sitting on the corner of the fucking, whatever, intersection, and all they would have is this little freaking Coleman burner, and they'd be warming up the tortillas. They'd come out there with, like, their fucking steak and shit like that, or chicken, or, you know, whatever they were using. And, you know, they'd load it up and they'd be making these little burritos and stuff. You know, whatever. Either that or they'd, like, literally just pack a cooler full of, like, burritos and tacos and all this other stuff. And then they would just warm it up really quick. So, I don't know if they do that still, but that was always amazing because you just kind of pulled over and you just kind of go, yeah, let me get 3 street tacos, you know, 3 steak street tacos. Okay, and they'll sit there and they warm it up for you, and here you go, $3.50. You're like, $3.50? Good Lord, that's a lot of money. Well, we're having a sale on Loch Ness Munches. And then you pay the $3.50 and you're on your way. Uh-oh, she snagged your pie there, Jessica. So I hope that answers your question, Luna. But yes, Mexican, as Mexican as Mexican can be. Now, which is really funny, because when I was younger, a girlfriend and I took a cruise to Ensenada, and Ensenada, first off, is an amazing city, but we went to this restaurant out there, and I couldn't even remember the name of it nowadays if I wanted to, but it was like a whole folkloric dance, restaurant, ballet type of thing. And yeah, I'm sitting there like, oh yeah, hell, okay, yeah, let me get let me get the tacos here. And they're like, oh, okay. And they bring me back this taco, and it was nothing like what we eat in America. So it was like, still, authentic Mexican I'm okay with, but I want Los Angeles street taco, sloppy, greasy, authentic. You don't want to go home right now? TJ's fun. I can understand why you wouldn't want to go home, Coffee. Shoot you with a machine gun, my pie. Hija de puta. By the way, I heard it's not safe right now. What, in TJ? TJ hasn't ever been really safe, to be honest with you, Matt. Alright, so that was Luna's. I got Nightmare. If you had to play one song, describe as you, what kind of song would it be? That's an interesting one. Oh, that's pretty sweet, Jessica. I mean, I haven't been to TJ since I was like 16, so. Yeah, I'm thinking about your question there, Nightmare. Sorry. I wish you could change that, Coffee Girl. Maybe see if your dad or somebody can help you extend the plane ticket. I don't know. Okay. So realistically, I can't say. No, it's not that. There's two songs. Okay, so I can't say there's just one song that I would choose to describe me. So it's kind of like, all right, well, let's which one's the closest to it? And I'm sitting here trying to like rationalize them both. So and then now I'm sitting here like, you know what, screw it, I'm just picking them both. The first song is going to be by Stone Temple Pilots, and it's called, oh God. Wow, okay, oh my God. I went on that whole rant, now I forgot. Oh. Okay, sorry. I went on that whole rant and then forgot the name of one of the songs. Okay, the first song is by Stone Temple Pilots. It is a song called Creep. It's a very low melody, nice soft rumble song. Wow. Maybe I should have slept longer. But it's a nice low kind of low key, low rumble type of song, but it has a lot of meaning to me because that was like my go-to when I was really sad and depressed. Alzheimer's? Gee, thanks, Jessica. And then actually two songs by Metallica. Hero of the Day and The Outlaw Torn. So stream ended at little after. I think we ended close to 12:30 last night. And then I was up for a little while talking with Rumsky and Country Boy about a few things. Call me a bitch like it's a bad thing. No. Yesterday was just a 12-hour stream. So, and you know what? We were thinking about it, guys. There was some conversation last night about it, but I am going to make it official. So, we are gonna start up a new goal now that we've hit the 700 followers. Of course, the next goal is going to be the 1,000 followers. So for 1,000 followers, we're going to do another 24-hour stream, but we're going to actually do it a little different this time. We're going to put some things in place. We're going to actually start the stream earlier, a few other things, but yeah, so we will be doing another 24-hour stream. So for when we hit 1K followers, we will do a 24-hour stream. See, I like Citizen Soldier, but I think they're just a little too new for me. Oh yeah, Matt, I'm sorry, I keep on forgetting about that. And then we need, what? So 81 minus 10, that's 71. So we need 72 more followers to get to 781. And yes, I do owe the Fairy Princess. I have not forgotten about that one at all. So I just got to figure out how to get some Fairy Princess wings and some other shit. But yeah, we're 72 followers away from that goal as well, Matt. Why you want to see me in a bikini, I don't know, but hats off to you. Yeah, I gotta find fairy wings. I know you're gonna say YouTube, and you'll find fairy wings everywhere. That's fine. I can find those fairy wings all I want. The problem is finding fairy wings like that for a dude that's 350 pounds. That's where it gets to be hard. Like all the fairy wings I see, they won't fit me one bit. Mm. Yeah, Jessica, if you do find anything, send it to me. You know, I'll finish my coffee here and switch back to my Gatorade. Wow. Oh, so what's everybody been up to this weekend? How's everybody's weekend going? You guys been outside having fun? I know Coffee's been up in Colorado visiting her boyfriend. We saw the video on Discord of her getting to glitter him. That was exciting. Kind of got to learn about not standing downwind from flying glitter, though, Coffee, huh? I guess you got a little bit of the glitter on you there. Cleaning the yard, cutting the grass, that's badass. Uh-oh, Luna's found stuff. All right, and so next question we got here. Luna, I'll look at what you're sending me here in a moment. It's from Michael and Lisa. If you could date any girlfriend from your past that wasn't toxic or abusive, who would you date again? Okay, her name would be Shiloh. And if you could only work at one job for the rest of your life, what would you choose? Probably the job I'm doing now. Actually, I would want to be a content creator on social. Sorry, that went down the wrong hole. Across the social media platforms and do this all day and get paid. That would be badass. But, why, hello there, Mr. Dapper Cosworth. How are you today? And good evening to you. I doubt it if it'll be every Tesla. They might recall a part on every Tesla, but which is going to suck for them. Considering I'm pretty sure their service centers aren't set up to handle recalls. You're knackered? Okay, now, Dapper, that is a term I am unfamiliar with, so you're going to have to kind of fill me in on the gray area there. Knackered. What does knackered mean? Oh, the National Enquirer? Then it's almost national. It's almost for sure not true. They probably have a recall for every car on Tesla, but it's not going to condemn them. No, I don't think tech's got that working yet there, sweetie. Oh, very tired. Okay. Very knackered. Oh, I am very knackered. How are you today? Okay, I see what you're saying. Very cool. You gotta remember, Big Matt, when you're talking about a recall is generally not about an entire car. Usually a recall entails a specific part on a car. Now, in Tesla's case, it might have something to do with their hybrid technology. They might be having some sort of problem on there that, like, let's just say the certain resistors catching fire on these vehicles built from this time frame. Well, what they'll do is they'll set up a recall for that. Dapper, I am extremely knackered. But I wanted to do coffee time this morning because this is one of the ones that I really enjoy doing. I don't like missing out on coffee time. It's the one time that I can ensure that I can sit here and talk to all of you without interruption. So, it's not like I'm playing a game or doing something else. It's just me sitting here chatting it up with you guys. Yeah, so if it's something to do with like the charging, for example, so they're gonna do the recall and they might recall a part on the vehicle, which means every owner of a Tesla might have to go in to have this part replaced on their car. But it's not like they're recalling the whole vehicle to be crushed or something. There's very, very, very few times that's actually ever happened. It would be called tea time. Doc! They call... Oh, okay, Doc would know as well. The self-driving stuff, yeah. But, I mean, there's only been 3 cars that I know for sure. 4 cars, maybe, that have actually been recalled to be crushed. And one of the first ones I can think of is the old Toyota... the Toyota vans from the 80s that look like little silver bullets. They crushed those. Then there was another vehicle. Actually, a lot of the VWs with the manual transmissions and some other crap. I can't remember specifically what the recall read as, but they had installed a part to a governor part. Suck my dick! I woke up. When she's awake. They installed a governor to get it to pass emissions, and that was a big no-no, so VW got kicked in the dick pretty hard about that. I think they still have fields of cars that need to be destroyed because of that right now. Yeah, that's what it thinks. Doc, dude. I'm usually pretty good about that shit. You're on top of it, though, man. That's badass. Yeah, that was Munchie.
I should have made a bet with you over this.
Huh?
I should have made a bet with you over that.
They had huge fields in Colorado. Yes, and I remember seeing those. It was crazy. So the deal was, because Munchie was up until like 7 a.m., basically, we're supposed to go shooting today and do some other stuff. And I was like, yeah, we're probably not going to do that. And she's like giving me the whole, yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Well, yeah, whatever. So now she's all proud of herself because she's awake right now. And, you know, I haven't had a chance to tell her about the fact that I fell out of the chair on the porch yet. Oh, she's right there. Nightmare of Winter says hi. Yeah, I kind of fell asleep in my porch chair again, and
I'm telling Pam.
please don't.
How the fuck?
I fell asleep in the chair. What can I? Ah, that's actually where I fell. I rolled right. I went shoulder first, but it still hurts. God damn it.
So no shooting today?
I want to shoot. I don't know if I can.
Well, we're gonna try. Is the arm broken?
No, but...
Are you bleeding out of your ears?
No, but...
Are you bleeding out of your eyes?
No, but it ain't going higher than this right now. And I haven't even looked at my leg. How's that look? That's okay.
I woke up early to go shooting and go to 5-11 with you.
Well, we're still going to 5-11 for sure. So, how? Oh, that even hurt. Oh, man.
Yep, I'm telling Pam.
Ah.
You should have brought your Cabela chair out there.
That's the thing, though. I didn't fall to the side. I fell straight forward.
No, we still here have the Cabela chair because the Cabela chair, you can comfortably really lean back in that thing.
Yeah.
Telling Pam.
Yeah, I kind of rolled forward, and I went into it with my shoulder the way you're supposed to. But, I mean, guys, let's face it. I'm 350 pounds of fat, and didn't exactly roll all that well. So, I kind of jacked my leg, jacked up my shoulder a little bit, and I'm old, so it hurts. But, I'm telling you guys right now, this is my favorite time of year down here in Colorado, okay? Because it's warm to the point where, you know, the girls are starting to run around in their bathing suits again and shit, and, you know, you can get away with, oh, yeah, no, I don't know about the knee. Ow. Anyway. No, I'm 350 pounds. If I was 250 pounds, I would be excited right now. But the reason why I like it is the moisture's not that high right now. You know, it's not huge. There's a lot of heat, but not that sitting in the moisture right now. So for me in the morning, one of the things I like to do, I'll walk outside, light a cigarette, and get all comfortable in my chair. And there, Seraph can vouch for me on this. I will pass the fuck out. Like, legitimately, I will wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, walk outside with my cigarettes and my phone, put them on the table, smoke about half a cigarette, pass the fuck out in my chair until somebody wakes me up or until something happens where I get woken up. And I am in my world because literally it is just, oh, yeah. And I'm outside and it's warm and it's just me, and usually it's quiet. Usually. It's my little zen moment, I guess you could say. But last week they pressure washed all our porches. And so we had to bring everything inside. So when we brought everything back out, we brought one of the folding chairs out, and that's what I was sitting on this morning. Well, the folding chair is not as deep sumped as my Cabela's chair. So, you know, I fell asleep and I was rocking, and I rocked forward and fell out of my chair. So I can promise you right now, Munchie's probably out there taking that folding chair and folding it up and putting it away and pulling out my Cabela's chair again. Because she knows that's legitimately, you know, we all have that certain moment for us where it's like that perfect timing. For me, it's when there's no noise. There's no music. There's not traffic. There's no one screaming and yelling. There's no anything. Oh. Ooh. No screaming and yelling. Yeah, at least I'm not bleeding out my Mr. Mom. Or Mr. Mister. Oh, but my leg is hurt. Oh. Wow, okay. But for me, that's my Zen moment, you know? That's when I'm in my own little world. Things are thinking as clear as day for me, and, you know, that's why, when we first started streaming and everything, we were trying to put everything together, that's why Zach hates me. Is because that would be the time frame for me where I would start thinking up ideas, or I would start thinking about, you know, what I wanted to see have done for streams and stuff like that. So I always tried to stay polite. You know, I'd wait until about 8, 9 o'clock my time, which should have been about 8, 9, or about 8 o'clock his time, and I would start messaging him all this stuff. Well, the problem was he was already at work by that time frame, so he'd come out to his break time and turn on his phone, and he'd have like 4 or 5 texts from me, where it was like, "Hey, we should try doing this. I saw so and so do this. It looks really cool, so I want to try it. We need to figure this out."
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
And then all of a sudden I'd be watching something else, or I'd be like, "Hey, dude, you remember last night on stream we saw this and we needed to fix it? What was that so I can get it fixed?" And the poor bastard would have 5 or 6 texts from me of just random, hey, what about this? Hey, what about that? Hey, I swear. Yeah. I don't want to yet. I would prefer. And Hooker, if you're in here, I would prefer Munchie to stay with handguns for right now. The thing about Munchie is she's a wonderful, wonderful woman. She's grown a lot to the point where I could trust her with a gun. When we first met, the answer was no. And she had to earn the right to actually own a weapon with me. What I've learned is with Munchie, you've got to take things in compartments for her, okay? Because that's the best way that she succeeds. It was like I told her a long time ago, listen, if you want to own up a gun, you need to show me maturity that you're not just going to go running to that gun because somebody was tearing at your boobs for too long or said something that you were offended by. B, I want you to take a self-defense class. You might have. And C, I want you to take an emergency first aid class. Once you've done all that and you've met my requirements for that, then you can go ahead and we can start looking into buying you a gun. So she met those requirements. She still got to do the first aid class, but you know, now that she's got all that done and she's shooting, she's doing a very good job with shooting. She does have her concealed carry now. She's getting into the lifestyle of concealed carry. but she needs to be left in that time frame and allowed to soak in everything that comes with concealed carry and gun ownership. You know, like this morning I walked in to the living room and one of her mags for her Glock was just laying in a chair. We're gonna have to have a talk about that. So to me right now, she hasn't earned the right to go to the next step, which is learning how to shoot rifles and shotguns and stuff. Now, if she's out with Hooker and Hooker's like, here, you want to try out my shotgun? I'm not gonna be the person that goes, nope, she can't do it. No. If that happens to happen, it happens, and I won't be pissed about it at all. But literally, when it was time for Munchie to own or to look into ownership for a handgun, I took out my 1911 and I cleared it and handed it to her and said, "This is a gun." You know, I showed her the grip, the handle, or the grip, the trigger, the slide, and then I showed her the barrel. And I said, remember, whatever exits this point of this weapon, wherever you have it pointed to, that entity will cease to be an entity. And you need to understand the realization of what happens when you pull the trigger if you are pointing that at a human being. So, you know, she's getting there, slowly but surely. You know, for me, I think the next step is I would like to put a 22 rifle in her hand. When and again, this is when she's ready. Get her used to, like, just the motions and actions of shooting a rifle. You know, and then bring her up that way. You know, bring her up shooting the ARs. I've got a Remington 308 that's on a modular chassis. Get her shooting that. Get her comfortable with all that. And then start moving her around to some of the big boy stuff. You know, shotguns. Maybe by then, if I got my Beowulf built, we'll have her shoot that. But yeah. So I do, like you're saying, Matt, I do have to take it slow with her. But it's a lot slower than what you think. So, Hooker, if you are in here still, which I don't think you are. So the only staff member I see in here is Coffee Girl. Yeah. I would appreciate some level of Coffee, I'm sure you'll get to sooner or later. Before I got my first shotgun, my dad told me before I shoot my shotgun, he took it apart. The other side didn't. Yep, and that's part of it too. You know, but you know, kind of like with the Boy Scouts. I'm gonna start her with a 22, and we'll build on that from there. And then we'll get into shotguns, and wherever else she wants to go. Honestly, she's kind of expressed to me that she just wants to learn enough for home defense type of stuff and to defend herself. So I'll teach her how to use an AR and a shotgun, because those are pretty good home defense weapons. But aside from that, I don't think there's much more she's going to need to learn. She's just starting to realize right now.
If you need to fucking take a dump or get a coffee, whatever, now might be a good time.
That concealed carry isn't just a permit to carry a weapon. It's a lifestyle. It changes everything you know about carrying a weapon to include how you dress. So she's slowly starting to get used to it and warm up to it and, you know, be part of that lifestyle. So, you know, that's where I would like to keep her for right now. And I probably need to let Hooker know that. So, but, alright, we got a 30-second station identification. We'll be right back. Somebody is feeding the... Oh, Crouch is breeding the danger pet. Oh my god, he's back to like lopsided titties for eyes again, guys. What are you guys doing to the poor danger pet? Man, those eyes are really out there. Yeah, I've lived in... I don't... Yeah, see, Matt, a lot of people, when they see my arsenal, I guess you could say, a lot of people call me a gun nut, and they, you know, I get labeled that too, but realistically speaking, I don't really think of myself as that. I have a gun for every occasion, that's all. But okay, so I hope that answers everybody's questions over from Discord. Let's see here. But clay pigeon shooting would be fun. That's something I'd like to teach her. But alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and call it for now. I got to see if I can stretch out my legs a little bit and get rid of some of the pain so Munchie and I can go do our stuff today. But I will say thank you everybody that was here with me today. It's been fun getting to chat it up with you guys. We are going to be streaming tonight starting at 6:30. Oh, guys, tonight, Rummy and I are kind of switching things up. We're going to move Scary Tuesdays to Sundays from now on. So tonight we're going to be playing some Phasmophobia again. And you guys pretty much for scheduling if you need to. We will be running Scary Game Night now on Sundays from here on out. So again, if any of you do have trigger warnings or trigger issues with the scarier games and stuff like that, first off, tonight's going to be one of those nights for that. But on the other side, I believe Tech, the Priestess, will be streaming World of Warcraft while we are streaming Phasmophobia. So if you do have that trigger effect, please know that because we respect you guys as fans and everything, if you want to fill in that time slot, and you all know who Tech the Priestess is, she's very active in my Discord. She's actually my Discord manager. Yep. So Matt, Tech the Priestess will be...
Nightmare of the Winter says, hi Count Vinha.
Hi Nightmare. But Tech will be streaming World of Warcraft while we're streaming Phasmophobia. So Matt, I know, for example, you're one of the people that does have some trigger effects. To fill in that time when you would normally watch me for streams, if you want to make your way over to Tech and see her, or you can watch her stream some World of Warcraft, probably get a chance to say hi to Seraph and Witchling and have a good time over there as well. What we're doing is just trying to make it so that you guys can go watch somebody else that you guys all know in the Discord server, so you're not out because I chose to stream a movie that was a little too dark for you. So be sure to check that out. If you do have any questions about her streaming or what I'm streaming and when, feel free to ask any member of my staff. They should be able to fill you in just fine. And thank you, Nightmare. Her Twitch is The Priestess Tech. And I hope you guys all have an amazing rest of your day. And Rumsky, are you gonna be sticking me in a Minecraft server? Is that what you're kind of hinting at there? You just let me know, sweetie. I'm down for whatever. But I hope you guys all have an amazing day for the rest of your day. And I hope to see you guys all tomorrow or tonight, starting at 6:30. Took your vitamin D2? Good. But until then, everybody stay amazing. We'll talk to you soon.